the phrase, "It's the bane of my existence" before, but do you even know what the word Bane even means? Well, in this video, you're going to find out.
According to the dictionary, the definition of Bane is a cause of great distress or annoyance.
An example of this definition would be that you could say that the bane of paper would just be scissors. Or, if you want to go more indirect, the bane of my food palate would be mushrooms, as I absolutely hate them.
You can use the word in a very light manner, such as describing something that might not affect you too much, but will be noticeable. You can also use the word to describe something that you might not see or interact with a lot, but is always a pain to deal with. There is a more outdated term at which Bane is used to describe a person that is a killer or a murderer. There have been many characters named Bane, such as Bane from the DC Comics, which is an opposing force to Batman, that was one of his best opponents, as he was able to actually put up a fight against him instead of just getting beat up immediately. Staying with superheroes, each one has their own weakness, or as described, their bane. Superman's weakness is popularly known as kryptonite, which reduces his powers or changes how he acts. Green Lantern from the DC Comics wields a very powerful ring that provides a very strong foe that you probably wouldn't want to run into. But as it turns out, his biggest weakness would be the color yellow, as anything that has the color yellow he can't harm. The Flash is one of the most popular superheroes of all time, and he has shown his strength and bravery in many of his comics. But one of his biggest fears is that he will slip on a banana and get rocketed into space. Moving on to the final definition, is Bane being used to describe poison, most commonly from a plant. Although this definition isn't used today, there are still some remnants left over from when it was used, back in thousands of years ago. Wolfsbane is a plant found in northern Italy that when consumed can cause a slowing of the heart, and with a high enough dosage could be fatal. Some side effects include nausea with vomiting, breathing becomes harder, pulse and heartbeat becomes weak and irregular, and skin is cold and clammy. Werewolves were very popular in folk talk a very long time ago, but did you know that giving a werewolf wolfsbane can actually reduce its powers, and even in some extreme cases, cure the person, making them into a regular guy? The concept of curses and banes are very intertwined, as many curses make people unable to do certain things or have things happen to them, making it their bane. One example of this would be King Tut's curse, which is that anyone who touches their grave will get sick or even die.
After everything I've talked about, what do you think is your bane of existence?